October. We made it to the fall officially. Today's team call is about building your business with challenge packs. So I think this is really timely because we have the fall Success Club contest that's going on. So it's all about challenge pack sales and Shakeology sales. So we're going to learn a little bit about that. And I know a lot of you guys have Success Club goals for the end of the year. There are a lot of you guys that are working towards the Cancun trip. And also just because challenge packs are such a great way to grow your coaching business, not just with your own challenge groups, but also with helping you to find really great coaches and helping you create residual income, all that stuff. Okay, so let's jump right in. A little update on our team. We're at 111 coaches now, which is pretty awesome, and I'll find out in about a week our new rank, so we'll be able to update that. I think that's really awesome. We had that goal of breaking 100 by October, so we went a little bit over that, so that's really awesome. You guys are doing a great job. And this is just crazy. Our Success Club leaderboard this month is just out of control. I usually only do the side on the left, but there are so many of you guys that I had to just basically make it a double graphic. So congratulations to all of the people who qualified for Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. And then we had so many people who were just so close. I know that that is so heartbreaking when you get to the end of the month and you're at 4, but I want you guys to remember that that is still people that you're helping, still commission that you're earning, still residual income that you're building, and still moving your business forward. So that's still incredible. And then we had so many people on the board for Success Club this month, which is just really, really, really exciting. A bunch of new coaches on there, so they're just kind of gearing up and getting their feet wet. So I'm really excited to see what happens this month. But this is incredible. You guys all should give yourself a round of applause and a pat on the back and be really proud because this is a beautiful thing. Next, I just wanted to let everybody know I updated our calendar and put it in, excuse me, our team group. So you can find this in there. Now, this is not something that you have to go by if you don't want to. This is really just to help you get an idea for the month. It has, if you're going to be an apprentice coach in it, you kind of have an idea for how to schedule. It has our team trainings in there so you know when that's happening. Our team calls, important business things, and then also just kind of some ideas to help get your imagination going and your creative juices flowing about things to post about. So if you are just feeling like totally frazzled and you're like, I have no idea what to share about, you could come in here and be like, oh, okay, a healthy living tip, I can do that. Or share a before and after from a challenger. Okay, cool. I also want you guys to know that I'm really intentional with the way that I plot these things out. Oh my God, that's so terrifying. Do you see that in the background? That really frightened me. I could see it out of the corner of my eye for a few seconds. I didn't know what it was. Oh, okay. Sorry. That was my husband and our unicorn mask. Okay, so I'm really intentional with the way that I break these down for you guys. So if you'll notice on the left-hand side, there's a little bar. In the first 2 weeks, it says add value, invite follow-up, then finish strong. So this is kind of like how the posts are scheduled for that week. So the first week is just a lot of sharing. The second week is kind of trying to inspire people, talking about success results from your last month group, talking about your own progress, which is really important. Don't forget to be continually kind of doing your own progress updates for whatever it is that you are working on with your own goals. The third week is starting to invite, so you'll see more about sharing about the challenge groups, inviting, kind of breaking it down, announcing it. Then that fourth week, same thing, inviting and following up with the people that you invited. We're going to do, last month we did the business opportunity call, and that was really great. This month we're going to do a 5-day coaching sneak peek. I'm thinking we may just alternate or see which ends up being the best for everybody's schedules, but I figured we would try this one this week. So anybody that you have in your challenge groups, that is super active and inspiring and motivating and kind of steps up as a leader in the group, you can invite them to the coaching sneak peek. Anybody that's just been talking to you, anybody maybe that joined our business opportunity call last month, but this wasn't the right time for them, put them on a list. So all month I want you to be building a contact list for people to invite to this group. I just want to pack it out. I want like tons and tons of people in there. And then you'll notice that preseason starts the next week. So this is really good timing for prospects that you have in that group that maybe haven't been through a challenge group or that will want to join one. They'll be able to buy their packs and register as a coach that weekend and then be ready to start preseason the next week. So everything here is structured kind of in a way to maximize the month. So if you guys think that that's helpful, great, use it. If it's totally not helpful for you and it's distracting, that's fine, trash it. But I just wanted to kind of break down how I create it for you guys each month. All right, moving on. Oh, one last thing. Our October motto as a team, I heard this quote and I thought it was so great, lead from the front, which just means that as a leader, which you are, even if you don't have coaches under you yet, you're still leading your challengers. Would you want to be coached by you? Would the things that you post and the things that you say be inspiring enough to make you want to join your group? Be the person that you want to attract. Be the coach that you want on your team. Lead from the front. So that basically just means be a living, walking, breathing example, which promotes integrity, which, you know, we're all about integrity and authenticity on our team. So just kind of keeps going with that whole core value of ours. All right, really quickly, we're going to talk about the October prizes. So the Fall Classic is happening. I know a lot of you guys registered in pairs, so I'm really excited. You guys have the best team names. They're really hilarious. So for all of you guys that are Fall Classicing, there's all kinds of cool prizes. This is the little graphic. I'm not going to read through everything because you can read through it on your own. It's in our team page. But there's prizes for everything from just hitting Success Club all the way up to being the highest earning team. So as long as you hit Success Club, you're winning something, basically, from Beachbody this month. Excuse me. So then for our team prizes, everybody who hits Success Club 5, by October 15th, I'm going to send them this super awesome mug that I found that I've quickly become obsessed with. I don't even have one myself. It's on my Christmas wish list, so hopefully Santa will bring me one. But I am so obsessed with it that I thought it would be a fun little gift for our Success Club prize this month. So inspiring mug for everyone who hits Success Club by the middle of the month. Now, this is really pushing for them, hitting it by the middle of the month is really for your guys' own peace of mind, because that just takes the pressure off for the second half of the month. You're not going to be scrambling that last week trying to find people and then getting mad when they're not answering your Facebook messages fast enough. Just alleviate all that pressure and work to hit Success Club in the first half of the month, and then the second half of the month is just gravy. All those other Success Club points, just add to it. It's just extra. Okay, let's jump right into challenge packs really quick. I know Morgan's going to talk about the method that she uses. She's kind of a Success Club rock star. She had, I think it was 22 points this month, but she's also building out her husband's business, so even more that way. And if you go to her Facebook page, and see her team leaderboard, it was like insane how many coaches on her team had really, really high points. So I'm really excited that she's going to share a little bit about how she does it. But I just wanted to talk really quickly about just a quick introduction to challenge packs for some of you guys who are newer or who may not actually really understand why they're so great. So challenge packs should be required to join your challenge group. Now, there's always a way to, there's always exceptions to the rule. Well, not always. There's sometimes exceptions to the rule. If someone is pregnant or breastfeeding and they're not comfortable with it, we never want to pressure moms, even though there are lots of moms on our team who do it, who can be a positive, just kind of giving them a vote of confidence on it. But we're never going to pressure anybody. So if that's the case, then it's kind of on your discretion. Also, if someone has an allergy, like a tree nut allergy or something like that, and they're not comfortable drinking it, that is a fair reason to. Or if they're on some sort of doctor-regulated thing and they're not allowed to deviate from that. Those are all exceptions that I've made in the past. You're free to make those. But for the most part, challenge packs are required to join a challenge group. Now, that's not just you being mean or greedy or anything like that. The reason why that's so important is because as a coach, you need to know that every single person in your group has an equal foundation for success. You need to know that they all have their nutrition handled and their workouts handled, because they're going to have better results that way. They're going to become better referrals for you in the future. They're going to want to keep going more if they have better results. When I first started, I made a lot of exceptions on this, and I let a lot of people in who weren't on Shakeology, and it ended up biting me in the butt because, number one, these people were not as committed. Number two, since they weren't drinking Shakeology, they weren't really paying a lot of attention to their nutrition, and they ended up not having nearly as good of results, and I lost them as customers. I didn't get any sort of referrals from them because their results weren't that great. And if anything, they may have had a negative experience, and that is not something that I want for the Beachbody image or my coaching image. So now I'm very strict about this. I think that it's fair to require everybody to do that to make it kind of a level playing field across the board. So the other great thing about challenge packs, other than them helping everyone have the same foundation, they're the best deal for your customer because they're priced at a discount. I mean, when those $140 challenge pack deals come up, that's insane because they're basically getting the entire fitness program for $10, especially when it's a program like 21 Day Fix that comes with the containers on top of that. That's just insane. That's a great deal. Then challenge packs help you to earn residual income. So this is a way that challenge packs are really, really, really special for Beachbody. So when someone buys a challenge pack, they're enrolled on Shakeology Home Direct, which means they're going to get it every month. You, as a coach, will continue to make a commission on that Shakeology as long as they're a customer of yours. So this is what this graphic is showing, how it starts to stack up over time. So you can see in month one, they sold 3 challenge packs and a Shakeology HD. So here's their retail commission. And that's all. So that's your first month coaching. That's what you would get. Month 2, they sold another 3 challenge packs and Shakeology HD. So that's basically they're hitting Success Club every month. So they earned that same commission again. But they had the 4 Shakeology HDs auto-renew from the last month, and they got the commission on those 4 orders too. Moving on to the next one. Same thing, but now it's 8 because it's the 4 from that month, the 4 from the month before. You see how it starts to build up and stack up? So that's how you can create a residual income just from challenge packs. This has nothing to do with building a team or team bonuses or earning income off volume. This is literally just from challenge packs. So if you can create a really, really great experience for people where they want to continue on Shakeology, maybe they want to keep joining your future groups just to stay accountable, and you can kind of create this great fit lifestyle community, then you can build this amazing residual income over time just off of that without having to really go out and keep finding more and more and more. It's a really, really simple structure for it. And then lastly, of course, challenge packs help you hit Success Club, which helps you qualify for things like the trip and helps you qualify for fun prizes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to hand it over to Morgan now. So Morgan, if you want to unmute your mic, and I'm just going to leave this slide up while you talk. So Morgan is currently a 2-star diamond coach. Actually, she just became 2-star official today, so congratulations. She's officially a 6-figure earner. She has been a Beachbody coach for a little bit over a year. She started around the same time I did. I've put links up to all of her stuff. So you can see here. Morgan, can you talk? Will it let you when I'm screen sharing?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Morgan. Morgan is actually a Canadian Beachbody coach, so she's coming to us all the way from Saskatchewan tonight.
Yeah. All right, hey ladies. I just want to say thank you to Becca for having me on the call. This is awesome. This is crazy to think I'm on a business call. I am only 24, so I actually went to school to be a teacher. Last year was my first year teaching and my first year Beachbody coaching. And then all of a sudden this year, I'm full-time Beachbody coaching and just subbing. So it's been a complete whirlwind. I actually didn't even know what coaching even was when I signed up. I just knew I liked doing Chalene Johnson workout programs. And I don't know, this just all happened crazily. So anyways, so Becca's asked me to talk about how I go through the challenge pack process, basically, because I do usually have fairly high success club points, and my team has fairly high success club points, and hitting success club 5 is just, it's a non-negotiable thing that if we want to grow a successful business, that it just has to happen. So first off, I always tell my team that, number one focus is helping people. So how many people do you need to help to hit Success Club 5? So that is 3 people, basically, right? Like 3 challenge packs or 2 challenge packs in a Shakeology order. So every month, your goal is basically to help 3 people. And when you break it down like that, it seems a lot easier. I can help 3 people, right? So I just pulled up a document that I go through. It's basically called Signing Up a New Challenger Checklist. So I'll give this to Becca and she can share it with you as well. So I go through very similar steps all the time. So if I'm not looking directly at you, sorry, I'm just following my checklist. All right, so the first thing I do, basically, for all my challenge groups, I do a public invite. So public or personal. Personal invite, you'll just talk to your contacts and see if they're interested, but I'll go from the public invite. So say I put out an ad for my challenge group, and make sure you're using your personal situation and really getting deep so that your audience connects with you in that post. So I do that, and then I say, like or comment or whatever. So they do that. I send a message to every single person that likes, comments, does anything with that post. I don't blurt out what a challenge group is. The first step I do is say, hey, thanks for your support on my photo. Would you like more information about the challenge group? That's my first step. Okay, so from there, I message tons of people, and I'll hear back from, I don't know, like maybe 50%. The rest I probably won't hear back from. So I'll hear back from like 50%. Next step, they say, yeah, I'll hear more details. I say, before I share more details with you, would you mind sharing your main health and fitness goals with me? The reason I do that before I give them the details is because I want them to realize why they want to do this in the first place. Because if I just tell them the details, I'm probably going to get excuses right off the bat because they don't even know why they want to do this. So I ask for their goals first. That way they can get emotionally connected with them before we even talk about the details. Okay, so again, I'll probably have some people not respond, but I'll go with the ones that do. So they tell me their goals. And then I go and I thank them because they're opening up. I say, thank you for sharing those goals with me. I most definitely want to help you lose that baby weight and get back in shape and feel great about your body. I would love to share more details with you about my challenge group. And then I'll give them the little blurb I wrote up about my challenge group. And it can be, you'll see in the document what I typically use, but you can come up with whatever kind of blurb you want, what a basic challenge group is, okay? So they've got the full details. I end that conversation with something like, does this sound like something you would be interested in? What questions do you have for me? Our next step would be to find a fitness program that fits you. This gives them action. This tells them what's next. Because once I give them the details, most people are scared shitless. They're like, whoa, what did I get myself into? So I want to prepare them that the next step isn't that big of a deal. You ask me some questions, and I'm going to find a fitness program that fits you. So I'm giving them an action step. I'm asking them a question. Is this something you want to be interested in? And I'm also telling them what would happen next. All right? Okay. So from there, if they have questions, I'll answer them. If not, we'll go on. And I say, okay, great. We're going to find a challenge pack that fits you. So I ask 5 main questions to everybody to give me a base of where they are. And don't worry about writing this stuff down. I'll give you the document. But the 5 questions I ask are, what's your fitness level? Scale 1 to 10. What's your nutrition level? Scale 1 to 10. What type of workouts do you like doing? Weights, cardio, dancey stuff, Pilates, whatever. Number 4, how much time do you have to work out every day? And what would you say your current health and fitness goals are? That one I sometimes leave out because I sort of already asked it. If they answered it already at the start, I'll leave it out. So that gives me a good basis to start pulling programs from. So they answer those questions usually really quick. And from there, I go and pick 2 or 3 YouTube videos to share with them. So I pick 2 or 3 programs that I think are going to fit them. So I say, thanks for sharing these answers with me. These are a couple programs that I really think would fit you. Take a look at them and let me know which ones catch your eye and look like something you'd enjoy. Okay? So if there's somebody that tells me their nutrition's really poor, they just want a quick and effective workout and, to lose some weight and tone up. So right there, it tells me, actually, whenever somebody tells me they have nutrition issues, I usually jump right to the 21-day fix because I love the nutrition program. If there's somebody that's super strapped for time, I'll jump to maybe T25. So I'm going to give them 2 to 3 YouTube videos to watch. I just find videos, it's so much easier to pick a program because you can see it, right? You're like, okay, that's what I'm going to have to do. Because if you're watching P90X3 push-ups and chin-ups and they're like, whoa, like that's not for me, then at least they know, right? You want them to see what they're getting into. So I'll send them those videos and they'll message me back saying, oh yeah, like that, I think that 21-day fix looks like something I want to do. So I say, awesome, that's great. So what I actually do from there, this step, I say, just let me look at my example here. Okay, so I say, yeah, the 21-day fix would suit you perfectly. This is actually what would all come to your doorstep. I send them the link to the challenge pack, link to my name already. I'm not telling them to order it. I say, could you take a look at this link? This is the 21-day fix. This is what would all come to your doorstep. I get them pumped that this is all coming to their doorstep. Like, this is big. So I'll say, take a look at this. Does everything on here look okay to you? And I also mentioned to take a look at the drop down and tell me what kind of Shakeology flavor you're thinking about trying. Now, I've already mentioned Shakeology and what my challenge group entails, so I don't have to go into lots of detail here. I find that's important, and you'll see how I put it into how I explain it in the challenge group. So they get back to me, they're like, yeah, that's lots of stuff in the challenge pack. That looks awesome, and I'm thinking about trying chocolate, or they'll ask me what I think is good. And then I say, okay, great. Like, I'm glad everything looks okay. And then that is when we get to the ordering. If they say everything looks great, I say, awesome, you can go. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll help you through it. And I also put on there a call to action. Let me know once the challenge pack is ordered so I can add you to our Facebook group. I don't add them yet because I kind of want them to have that urgency. So once they order, I'll add them to the group. Now, issue. The link's sitting there. They're not ordering. It's like time to order. Let's get the show on the road. Let's close the deal here. And they're not ordering. So it happens all the time. It happens to most of my people, honestly. Like, peeps, just order. But they don't. So what do I do? So I send out, depending on when their pack should be ordered by, so it's here on time, I'll send them a message and be like, hey, girl, I just want to let you know, we want to get our package on its way to us, so it's here in time. Let me know when you get a chance to order. So I'll send a message like that quick. And I really wanted and push that we want it to be here on time so that you can get started on your goals. You want to really get them, make it be about them, and I want to get you started on these goals and get going. So I really put not the pressure on them, but the focus on them. So if they're like, yeah, I'll do it. And most of the time that message gets people to purchase. And then, you know what, if they don't order in time, I send them a message saying, hey girl, I know, unfortunately, maybe this challenge group isn't the right time for you? Would you like me to write you down for the next challenge group? And the response I get to that is usually like, oh, yeah, it's just been crazy busy. I most definitely am interested in next month. And usually they are. But I for sure have people drop out at the end and don't order, but usually they'll be ordering next month. So finalizing that sale is really key. Some important things you make sure you want to do is put urgency on it. Make sure you tell them the date that it should be ordered by to be here in time for the challenge group start date. Like, don't be scared to put urgency on it. This is a big deal. Restate their why and say that, okay, we need to have it ordered by this date to make sure it's here on time. And if they don't order, if they haven't ordered and that date's coming up closer, you want to follow up. Don't just leave it blank. Make sure you message them and let them know, we really need to we want to get this order and at your doorstep in time for the challenge group. Would you be able to get that done tonight, or do you want me to help walk you through it? Something like that. So you just be super honest and follow up with them. Don't leave it blank. People forget their Facebook messages. They forget what they're doing. They're busy. Make sure you follow up so that they know you're thinking about them and you want to really help them get started right. And that is basically the steps I follow. But, you go through all those steps, and then closing the sale is really, really key. And something I really want to start doing, actually, and I've told my coaches to start doing, is getting on the phone. When they say the challenge pack is good, like it looks good to me, why not say, okay, do you have 5 minutes right now? I'll walk you through the order. Because chances are, if you're on the phone with them, they're going to do it, right? They're not going to be on the phone with you and say, oh, just maybe can we talk another day? Like, it only takes 5 minutes to order the challenge pack. So if you're on the phone with them, walking them through, it's quick. And I know getting on the phone is sometimes tough, but I get nervous on the phone. But you know what? I told my coaches, if that's going to close the sale quicker and be more efficient and it's going to avoid mistakes, then do it. Because we've all had it happen, right? All of a sudden you look at their order and you're like, what? They just ordered the workout, not the challenge pack. I gave them the right link and blah, blah, blah. And if you're on the phone, it just avoids mistakes and it just wraps it up that much quicker, and they're committed. So that is how I run through it. I've got my document. I'll give to Becca. She can share with you. It's got my step-by-step process, and it's worked well for me so far. I've tried lots of different things, but I've found this is what has worked best for me. So if you've got questions, feel free to ask, and I can answer a couple.
Great.